Okay, welcome back, Weather Kingdom. I hope you guys are back here. This is Weather Kingdom's live show. We are going to be taking a look at a lot once again in the tropics. I hope you guys are very interested. Thank you guys for all you guys waiting, and I really do appreciate that. So, you guys, we have a lot to talk about here as the Atlantic has continued to show more and more signs of waking up. So when we take a look at generally the Atlantic widespread here, we're waiting on a few more people, but we are already gaining that popularity. Our goal is tonight to get to 680 subs. Also, it's very important for us to like, share, and watch as we are going to be looking at this stream. So this is the satellite imagery. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We are taking a look at right now this satellite imagery for the Atlantic here. I do have a few things already popped up here. We are actually going to be comparing. I know there's been a lot of comparison with 2024 and 2023. And I would like for us to actually take a look at 2024 and the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season and see the time frame, because this is actually 2024 here. I want to take a look at this and the 2023 and kind of start comparing and contrasting. Also, I would like for us to... Looks like the Gulf Coast is safe again. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So, very interesting stuff. So, you guys, if you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave them down below. I hope you guys are having a great night. I know I am having a pretty good night. Hoping to get some sleep also tonight and not be on live for into like 12 o'clock at night. That's not the goal. The goal is to give you guys as much information and as much pop and energy before we start running out. So we're already at 5 likes. I am hoping we can get up to about tonight, about another 30 tonight. I think we can do another 30 likes tonight in this live stream. I think that's very possible. So everybody, that these 13 people watching, please go like and share. That is the ultimate goal. But okay. So when we take a look at the wide view here, I want to get this. Let's just pause it there. So this is our tropical wave. This is our general tropical wave, in my opinion. It's about just south of the Cabo Verde Islands. There's the wave. We do have showers and thunderstorms on this side of the pocket of the wave. And we also have some showers and thunderstorms on this side of the wave. I do expect showers and thunderstorms to continue to widen and spread out. Another Erin. We'll have to wait and see. I will be showing you guys that in the ensembles and everything. By the way, we have hit 670 subs. Let's get our goal tonight. We are now only 10 subs away from the goal tonight of this live stream. Alright. The goal is tonight to get to 680 subs. If we do more, that would be awesome. But this is our pocket and wave of the tropical Atlantic here. And generally, you can see we do have dry, stable atmosphere air to the north of this. Once again, that's been the general gist of 2025 here of drier. So this is where I'm going to start planting these seeds. So this is dry air. Okay. We're just going to put dry up here. And then basically, we've been having this cold front / boundary front that's been seeping into the Gulf of Mexico and just off the coast of the southeast east coast. So generally, our steering, and then we also Let me make sure this is fixed. This is kind of the atmosphere we're dealing with here. Is this general wave pocket will be generally going in this direction. And could we see it go a little bit more north? Could we see it go a little bit more south? That's still just a wait and see. Okay? That's something we'll have to wait and watch. As we keep going here, we do see a bit of varieties here. Does this storm stay a little bit more weak and kind of ride something like Erin that did? Or do we see something that go a little bit more north and kind of go out to sea and then like that? Those are questions. Right now, it is to be determined. We'll have to wait and see until a solid low pressure gets developed in this, and we'll have to wait and see. So, in one moment, we'll be starting to take a look at some of the modeling. So I do want to go right into the models and kind of give you guys the gist of what each model is showing. We are about 17 people watching. Let's get up to about 50 people watching tonight. Also, we're at 7 likes. Our goal is to about 30 likes. Also, we're 10 subs away from the 680, the goal tonight. So when we take a look at tropical tibbets, I don't know why that happened. Is the stream good, everybody? This is the first time I'm noticing a little bit of a lag on the stream. Alright, so when we take a look here, let's go into North Atlantic. Let's go about here. This is the GFS model. And basically, when we take a look at that, we're at 9 likes already. Thank you guys. Very greatly appreciate that. We are just now 21 away from our goal. Also 10 subs away. So when we take a look here at the GFS model, generally in the next 48 hours, this is the next 2 days, we do see generally a low pressure to develop. And we do see some close isobars right here. This is one isobar that's closed. And then when we use pink, here's another isobar closed. So there's 2 isobars on this. Not crazy strong, but it does show you guys we do have probably in the next 40 hours, a strengthening tropical depression or storm on this. This is kind of the atmosphere we're dealing with. A general high pressure that is driving look at that. Generally, this is the pattern flow. So this is the pattern flow that we are dealing with in the Atlantic right now in the next 48 hours. This is how everything looks, All right, good. That's very good, everybody. So this is in the next 48 hours with the steering flow. We also have a low pressure coming in here with another high back in here. We'll have to see how that plays out, because that's probably going to help to push out this boundary front / cold front that I do think is in the way currently. But when we take a look at, let's do this. When we take a look at the next 72 hours here, we do see in the next 3 days on the GFS, most likely at this point, we are dealing with a tropical storm or tropical depression to a tropical storm we are having here in the next 3 days. This is the steering flow once again. When we take a look at the steering flow, is generally in this area right now. So why am I making these arrows so sharp? That's because we got a cold front here. A cold front / boundary front that cuts across the high. All right. With that tail end right there. We also have an upper level feature that's bringing another cold front, potentially even some severe weather. And this is also moving in its way. All right. So what does this do is actually makes a protection around the United States and keeps this low from impacting the U.S. in the next 48 hours. Basically. So when we take a look here in the next, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is in the next 4 days. By the next 4 days, we do see this is the latest steering flow. This is our high pressure here. This is that kind of steering flow right there. Why am I making it so sharp? Once again, that's because we have a upper level feature that's kind of wrapping around here. That's kind of pushing in this direction now in the next 4 days. So this is keeping it from really impacting there, but we are starting to run out of that out to sea case scenario because now we got a high pressure there, but we also have a trough right there. You can easily see that cold front, that lingering cold front. So even if this was like over here, this will still go out to sea because of this cold front. So we'll have to see that boundary front is a very big key to the pattern flow that we are talking about in the Atlantic. Okay. So as we take a look at the next 96 hours, is by this point, it looks like this will be a 1003 tropical storm, potentially even more greater in the chances. So once again, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is in the next 5 days now. And at this point, this is that latest steering flow here. I want you guys to take a dire look here. So generally, we still got a high pressure here. All right. It's also a bit right there. We got kind of a too high pressure kind of splitting deal right now. We kind of see this trough, this cold front and boundary front continuing to break. This is trying to get out its way. We have a upper level feature that's kind of moving outwards like that into Greenland and Iceland. This is our next tropical wave back in here. Easily printed right there. These are the high pressures. So basically right now, all this can do is kind of do this. Go westward and then make that turn. But at the same time, we have a weakening high pressure. We got a very weak high pressure to the south of this currently. And we really don't see that. By the way, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. We are already crushing it this stream. We are 15 likes in. Very greatly appreciate that. Alright, let me just quickly do that. Alright. By the way, we are 10 subs away from being our goal tonight. So that would be awesome. So this is kind of the flow here. At this point in the next 5 days, we got Tropical Storm Gabriella or Gabrielle. I don't know how to exactly say it, but it's in the G name storm. Our next name storm will likely be in the main development region, and this is likely to move out to sea on the latest GFS. So when we take a look here in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is in the next 6 days now. This is that kind of flow. So at this point, we're talking about a strong tropical storm. Most likely right here. But what we also have happening is We got a low pressure that's coming from the south here, moving in this way. All right. We also got a dip in the jet stream like this that we usually see in the wintertime right here. Look at that. Another trough. Okay. What a trough is, basically a weakness in the ridge. So we have ridges and troughs. Troughs are pretty much like in dips, and ridges that go up like that. And that points like this. That's a ridge, that's a trough. Those are the two differences. So when we keep taking a look here, we got a weak high pressure on the outside here, and also a high pressure right here. What does this steering flow show us is basically this. This is that new steering flow we're starting to deal with. Kind of that out to sea. It's not really pressing against the coastline of the U.S. If this was further to the south and southwest, this would be a much closer to the coastline. Any questions or concerns on anyone in the chat? Do we have any moderators here that would like to speak or anything? If not, it's okay. So I'm keeping an eye on chat, everybody. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the next. So this is the next 7 days, you guys. All right. This is the next 7 days. Basically, what we see here is this does become a hurricane in the next 7 days, but it starts to weaken. Is once we get up to here, we're probably back into a tropical storm. It looks like it will likely weaken. This is starting to lift north. Why is that happening? Is because this high pressure is retracting. Okay? It's not doing this, okay? It's not doing that. So it's not going to help to push the system closer to the United States. What it does here is generally leaves an out to sea setup like that. Also, we got a trough going on in the northeast at this time right here. Look at that. That's dipping like that. So if this gets any more further north, this is kind of like an Erin setup. What this reminds me of. It's kind of like an Erin setup / not. We'll have to wait and see. Also, we got a building in high pressure right here. What does that do is try and bring tropical systems closer to the United States. So that's kind of the flow that we're dealing with. Also, we see nothing here yet, all right, in the next 7 days. Also, another wave coming off Africa right there. All right, very interesting stuff. When we take a look here in the next 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the next 7 to 8 days now. Basically, what we see is the struggle of the system. This system is now at 1,000 millibars. Still a tropical storm. Probably a 60-mile-an-hour tropical storm at this point. Late stream, I see. Yeah, what is up? It's a pretty late stream. I didn't mean to do that, but we are already crushing it, you guys. If you guys are new, our goal is to 680 subs. We are already crushing that tonight. We're at 33 people watching. Very, very greatly appreciated. And all love you guys. Thank you. So what we see here basically in the next 7 to 8 days. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the next about 8, 9 days. What basically starts happening is this system, Gabriella, starts to strengthen. Okay, right here. Gabrielle is right here. But now we got a interesting flow going on here. What's going on with the flow? All right. Can you guys see what's going on with the flow? Anyone can comment down below and let me know. What's going on? Did you see the few ensembles showed something in the Caribbean and Gulf? Yes, I did. I will be showing you guys that also. Right now, we're covering on Gabriella and then future waves behind Gabriella. Also, we're going to be taking a look at the Gulf and Caribbean. So basically, what's going on with steering flow is we got a weaker high pressure here. But now with that latest cold front here, look at that. We got a cold front that dips down here. So, and then we got another high pressure here. So what does that mean? Is we got a strength into this part, alright? Very interesting, but yeah, it's all about the Gabriella. Yes, very interesting. But what we see going on here now is there's a weakness, alright? Does anyone, let me go back a little bit. So let's go back one more. Alright, we're going to do some drawing here, everybody. So what's going on here is, this is that flow with the high pressure right here. Alright. So that's the flow with that high pressure. But then we got a weak high pressure that's flowing like this. But at the same time, we got a flow going like this. Does anyone see what's going on here? I don't really trust the GFS. Yeah, it's not the best on the GFS, but we're still taking a look at it. It's still a model. We'll have to wait and see. This is that kind of flow that's going on. Also, an uptick in moisture here. So this is kind of the flow that we're dealing with. This is why Gabriella on the GFS goes out to sea. Okay? This is, by the way, more in the fantasy land, and we'll have to wait and see. So basically, in the next, let's go 46 hours. This is the next 10 days. Okay? What happens here is we got a high pressure here. We got Hurricane Gabrielle here at 968 millibars. But we also have a high pressure that has retreated that's very weak up there. Also, a cold front that's leaving the United States. Also, if you cannot tell, we also have a little trough right there. All right. All right. So that's the flow right now that's currently going through. Yep. That's why Gabriella is going out to sea. This is one case scenario. Okay. I'm showing you guys case scenario by case scenario. I'm giving you guys as much detail. And you can kind of see Gabriella does become our next hurricane and even our next major hurricane. But it starts going out to sea. So this is about next 11 to 12 days. What's going on here is we got a cold front right there that's generally moving like this. We got a high pressure right here. And look at that. That's our flow right now, basically. Correct. Credit 841, you are completely correct. If you want me to call you by a name, please just leave it in the comment below. If you do not want me to use your user. By the way, we're at 20 likes. Our goal is to 30 likes. We are already crushing it this stream, you guys. We are at an average of 30 plus watching. That's better than the last 2 other streams we have done. That's very great to hear on the channel. So basically, our flow is generally out to sea. Okay? That's with the latest GFS. And we can kind of see that right there. But we do get it picked up by the cold front. Final genesis happened. And we do see, instead of it going out to sea, it kind of does something like I was hearing about is Hurricane Lee. That it goes so far west and then it gets shot up to the north. Like on this latest GFS. But I want you guys to take a look at somewhere else. Alright? We got a strong tropical wave coming off Africa. But do you guys see anything else on the GFS? Do we see that? Okay. It's a 1060. Alright. I'll take a look at that. Thank you for the update. Does anyone else see what's going on here in the Atlantic? That the GFS is starting to wake up on. This is September 15th. This is that second half that I told you that could be very, very busy. Alright. By the way, whoever's here that's not subscribed, please subscribe. That'd be awesome. Yep. You nailed it. Right here. Look at that. Anyone. The Caribbean. Yup. The Caribbean is starting to show signs, everybody. That's just reality. Okay? The Caribbean right here is showing the gyre. Okay? That's our next area to watch. And I hate, in my opinion, I hate watching gyro systems. They are the ones that get going quick and not good. Okay? That's in my opinion. We've seen this in previous years. And basically, we go 384 hours out. Take this with all of a grain of salt. Because this is now the second half of September. But this is Fantasyland, everybody. This is in 17 days. This is 17 days from now. And it shows that, yes, I will show the euro right now. Just one moment. We also see another tropical wave coming off here. But we do see Gulf of Mexico trouble that shows up. Quickly, before we show the euro. Actually, we'll just show the euro right now. This is the euro. So we're going to take a look at the 18Z and then the 12Z, everybody. If that's okay with you guys. Yes, it goes into the Gulf. Caribbean and Gulf trouble. Indeed, everybody. So this is the latest thinking on the Euro 18Z. Basically, this is our tropical wave. A little bit weaker than the GFS. That's one thing I've noticed with this system, that the Euro is a little bit weaker. So for that, yes, I've seen that and heard about that. There's some convection off the coast. We'll have to wait and see on that. Alright, very interesting. Basically, our steering flow right here is, this is our cold front right there. That's seeping through. This is that kind of passage way right here. We're going to do the same thing as the GFS. And kind of pinpoint the differences. Alright. This is that flow. Right here. That goes out to sea. Alright. Now let's go in the next 72 hours out. So this is in the next 3 days. What do we see different? So we're going to compare. So what do we see different here? It's weaker, but it still develops it. It still gets the low going. It still gets a weak tropical depression or tropical storm, right? That's very interesting. All right. Let's go quickly. Just unclick on that. Let's go back here. This is our flow, everybody. This is our flow. This is that high pressure. All right. This is our cold front right here. Potentially, by the way, some severe weather in the Northeast. We might have to take a look at that. By the way, we got almost 40 people watching, you guys. Very greatly appreciate that. If you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. That'll be very, very greatly appreciated on this channel. So basically, big block and high 2. GFS and Euro are two different worlds. It's annoying when they don't agree. I agree with that. Hopefully we see trends, whether if they're good or bad, if it makes it easier to warn people about this and pinpoint where it will go. That's very true, Critty. Very, very, very true. Thank you for emphasizing that in the chat for everybody here on this channel. That's very greatly appreciate that. By the way, we are almost at 50 people watching. Very greatly appreciate that. I love you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, let's get up to 680 subs tonight. And if we can get up to 680 subs by 11, we'll try and stay here. If we can do 10 subs in the next 30 to 40 minutes, I'll stay on until about 11:30 tonight, everybody. And if we can get up to 700 subs by 11 tonight, I will actually stay on for the 0Z model runs with you guys and stay alive. So that's the flow. Let's go back into the tropics before we lose. So basically, once we go 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the next. This is the next 4 days. Basically, in the next 4 days here, we got beginning tropical storm, and we look at model data on these computer models. They are computer programs that have math and physical in them, and they are similar to the atmosphere. Yes, very true on that. So basically, what's going on in this pattern here? We got a low up here that's kind of extending like this. I'm kind of drawing it out for everybody here. We got a low up here. There's our flow, all right? And, all right, and we look at, and yes, I did see that could be bringing some scattered severe weather. I saw some weather forecasts and websites. It wasn't SPC, but it was. All right, thank you for that. Very greatly appreciate that. We'll have to wait and see for the severe weather on that. By the way, let's keep going here. This is our flow right here. Coming out there. Boom, and then we got our high there. So what's going to happen here is when we take a look at this with the GFS, all right? This is the differences. The high pressure, this is pretty much the differences. The high pressure, instead of being over here on the Euro, it's all the way up here. So that's weaker steering flow, okay? That means the storm will be allowed to go north. Cold front's about the same. But this cold front here is a little bit way more back over here. So much farther to the north. And that's very big differences, okay? Let's go back on the Euro here. Let's go 5 days out, okay? 5 days out, this is Tropical Storm Gabriella, 1,005 millibars. Well, GFS is a bit stronger, but totally the GFS is always stronger. I feel like we always see the GFS being a little stronger than it should be. This is that steering flow. What's going on here now is our steering flow is different, all right? So does anyone see the steering flow on the 18Z GFS? Do you guys have any questions, concerns about why is the GFS and the Euro different? So basically, to sum it all up here, in the next 5 days out, the Euro has a stronger Bermuda high. It also has a boundary front / cold front. Instead of it lingering like the GFS, the high pressure kind of amplifies it and moves it going up the coast, and it kind of does a more of a grabbing onto effect where the storm does go a little bit more west. So now what I'm going to do is just jump it all the way to 144. 144 is about 6-7 days out. Basically what we see here is this is the steering flow. We got one high pressure up here. We got a weak, probably 1,027 millibar pressure here. This is the flow. So we got kind of two flows going on. We kind of got this cold front that's shooting up north. But we also still got a weakness in the ridge. Right there. So what's going on here at this point is the storm is kind of just getting drifted, and it's probably just going to go out to sea on the 18Z. All right. Now we're going to take a look at the 12Z, everybody. All right. 12Z. By the way, everybody, we are 9 subs away. Like I said, we hit 680 subs by 11 o'clock tonight. We'll stay on until 11:30. You guys, we have hit 671. Very greatly appreciate. Thank you for all your support on this channel. So now we're going to go through the Euro a little bit quicker. This is kind of model run here that kind of goes out to sea. So what's going on here in boom? All right. That's kind of the path on the latest Euro model. And then it gets shot out like that. Why does it get shot out like that? In the longer range by September 11th, basically, we got a little cold front right there. Also, we got that boundary front that's still lingering right here. All right. So it can't go any more west because we don't got a high pressure up here. That's no bueno. All right. No high pressure up there. And basically what happens here is this gets closer to Bermuda and then it gets slingshotted out. But what do we see by September 16th? We don't see anything really with the Central American gyro on the latest Euro. But we see Gabriella getting shot out like that. We got another tropical wave right here that's moving west, right? And then we got a low pressure off the Carolinas coast moving generally like that. So the GFS in Euro is a little bit different, but they still both have it going out to sea. What does the European AI shows? And basically it has Gabriella never really forming, I do not think. So Gabriella on the Euro AI moves west, hits actually the islands here, but very weak, and then kind of goes out like that. I haven't been a fan of the Euro AI lately. It hasn't been doing such a good job, in my opinion, on the modeling and data. Thank you. Very greatly appreciate it. So I want to take a look at the weather models quickly. Take a look at 240 hours out. There it is. There is the concerning look, you guys, on the latest Euro. What everybody started seeing here is, what's going on here is, this is our envelope of tropical wave. They're all in the hurricane. At this point, it looks like another Hurricane Erin. We could be talking about another strong potential forming hurricane that comes out of Erin, right? But we also see some weak signal for a tropical wave back here. But not just that, everybody. What's going on in the Caribbean, right? There's one ensemble that blows it out into a Category 5 hurricane, or Category 4. Yeah, awfully concerning, I agree. Someone to really keep an eye on. By the way, everybody, thank you. We have hit 674 subs, you guys. We're now 6 away from being at 680 subs. If we can, like I said, get to 680 subs by 11 o'clock, we'll stay on until about 11:30 tonight. So everybody that is here, please sub to the channel and please subscribe. That's the Euro, you guys. Much more active than yesterday, for sure. When we take a look here. Look at 0Z. Look at 0Z compared to, this was 0Z, right? It had our wave like this, right? It had that backup wave right there, right? But look at that. It on the 0Z, it had 0 ensembles picking up on activity in the Caribbean. Correct. Thank you, Critty. Very greatly appreciate. You have been doing a great job tonight. Very, very greatly appreciate all your support on the channel. By the way, you guys, we are now 3 subs away. We're at 677 subs. We are 3 away before 11 o'clock tonight. Like I said, if we can get 3 more subs, we'll stay on to 11:30 tonight. And then we're going to maybe even add to a new goal. We'll see how long we can keep going, you guys. Like I said, if we go into 11:30, you guys, very, very greatly appreciate. Thank you guys for all your support. Everybody here on the channel, thank you for watching Weather's Kingdom's team. Very greatly. I need to go to sleep soon. Hey, Void. That's all right. Void, do you have my Discord? By the way, I'm going to send you guys quickly my Discord link into the chat for everybody to join it. We very greatly appreciate it. I'm going to send it in the chat for everybody. Everybody, go to the Discord. that we could talk weather in there. There's not a lot of rooms, but we'll definitely do that. Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. We're at 679 subs. You guys were one away from me staying on to 11:30 tonight. Thank you. Correct. I agree with you, Critty. That's why we are here tonight. Yup. We saw it in 2023. We saw it in 2024, you guys. That when we got into September, I'm telling you guys right now, I will not be surprised to see the atmosphere go up even further. By the way, everybody here, we're going to be here for a while, okay? Also, I want to take a look at something that I was seeing with Weather Nazario. I want to take a look at the NJO, the European latest. It just came out today, and it's very concerning in my eyes. Yes, 2022 and 2024. We are not, hey Kent, we're not at 680 subs. I don't see it on my end. We're still at 679. But let's go back to the tropics, everybody. Let's go talk about the tropics again. Let's do it again. Let's go back to the tropics. So that's the European, okay? Now I want to take a look at the GEFS ensembles. Yes, if you guys know Weather Nazario, please. I don't see it on my end, everybody. Oh, we did it, you guys. Weather Kingdom, we have hit 680 subs. Thank you. And now we're staying on to 11:30 tonight. All right. The new ending of the stream is 11:30. By the way, if you guys want me to stay into midnight, 12 o'clock at night, we will have to get to 700 subs tonight. All right. For us to stay on, we'll have to hit 700 subs tonight. But to stay on into like 12 and 12:30. We'll do the same thing with Erin, you guys. I think we did very good with Erin, everybody. But let me go back into the tropics. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. Okay. So, by the way, this is 0Z of GFS. All right. Let's go 336 hours out. Look at that. All right. This was 0Z. Now let's go into 6Z. This was this morning. Look at that. A lot more Caribbean activity. This was in 6Z here. A lot more Caribbean activity. Also, I'm not worried about here, right? For some reason, the GEFS ensembles like to spread it out like crazy, and I do not like when it does that. It's very annoying on this channel when it does that. But let's go into 12Z. All right, you guys, look at that. Look at the uptick. Look at in the 12Z run here, everybody. Look at this. This is the alarming thing tonight. Besides Gabriella, this is the big alarming thing I will really want to keep an eye out with you guys. Okay? Look at this. I want you guys to take a look back from 0Z. Look at that. From that little bit to 6Z, right? A lot more. And then 12Z. Had more amplified tropical waves right there. That's very concerning in my opinion. Okay? It's starting to get the uptick. And then 18Z, yeah, we don't have it as much as the 12Z. But look at that. We see the uptick here in the Bay of Campeche, Gulf, and Caribbean. The uptick in the ensembles, okay? Yes, correct. Yes, correct. Very crazy. By the way, you guys, thank you guys for everybody watching. We're at 685 subs. Very, very greatly appreciate it. Also, let's take a look at the another ensembles here. The GDM. Remember when we were taking a look at the GDM and stuff? This is the GDM here on 18Z. Let's go get 12Z. 12Z. Let's go back at 0Z last night. Look at that. I want you guys to take a look at the Caribbean also. I know we looked at 18Z yesterday and it had all this development there, but I want you guys to take a look at 6Z. It was gone completely. 12Z, we started seeing a few ensembles there. Also, what's very concerning that I want you guys to take a look at that. Alright, Grady, it's alright. It's alright. I'm sorry if I'm keeping you up. Hey, if anyone else wants to keep an eye on the chat and everything, please let me know. That'll be very greatly appreciated because we're going to be here now to 11:30 tonight. Hey, Rainbow! Rainbow Simeon, what's up? What's up? No, thank you. Thank you, Rainbow. Hi. Hey, that's awesome. Now you're here in the chat. Rainbow, thank you for being here. Hey, Critty, thank you. I just want to thank you, Critty, for all your support, man. You did awesome tonight. You led this chat very well. And thank you, guys. I've been seeing a lot of people generally add into the chat here. Very, very greatly appreciate that. All right. Very greatly appreciate that. Everybody here, you guys are great. Also, by the way, if we're going to stay on to 11:30 tonight, and like I said, if we hit 700 subs by 11:30, we'll stay on for the zero. All right, big announcement, everybody, as we're taking a look. We will stay on for the GFS ensembles. We'll stay on for the GFS Canadian and the Icon for tonight if we can get up to 700 subs by 11:30 tonight. So I want everybody to share, like, and subscribe and join the Discord. Very greatly appreciate it. And also, thanks to Pat's Path Predictor. Join his Discord too. Actually, let me go send you guys Pat's Path Predictor's Discord here on this channel. We're going to quickly put in the chat here. Pat's Path Predictor. That's Pat's Path Predictor, everybody. Join the Discord. Very, very greatly appreciate it, everybody. That's in here right now. But let me go back to the tropics as we've been doing good. So this is the GDM FNV3. Okay? I'm not saying this is going to happen. But this is on the worst West case scenario track is these model. Look at the path here. Much further west. I'm not buying this right now. In my opinion, I'm not buying this yet. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you. Thank you. That's Pat's Predictor, everybody. Let's go into GDM here. And look at that. GDM here has a lot of model support with Gabriella. Also, Bermuda needs to be on watch again. Nothing in the Caribbean. That's good. But we'll have to wait and see. That's kind of on the beginning phases of that. Quickly, let's take a look back at satellite. I agree with you, PM Landfall. Or PM, however you say your name. Let's go into the Eastern Atlantic. I'm going to quickly get a water bottle because we're going to be here for the ZRZ runs now. And I know everybody here wants me to keep on this. I don't know why it's... Oh, wow, look at that. Let's go back here. Look at that, you guys. Does anyone see what I'm looking at? This right here, look at that. We're starting to see that broad spin right here. Look at that. It's broad, but it's a sharper trough right there on the latest Yeah, the wave is popping off pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised we do see some invest. Not what's the does anyone know what's the next invest? Does anyone know that? That'd be very greatly appreciated. And how much does the European? Yeah, it's like 91 or so. By the way, we're taking a look at all models. By the way, you guys, we got the Icon model coming out. The Icon is coming out right now. Let's take a look at 12Z Icon, because we haven't taken a look at that. We're going to take a look at 12Z and then 0Z as it comes in. Also, we're going to be taking a look at that. Very greatly appreciate that. So the next 48 hours here is this. I'm going to draw this out here. Invest 91L will be next. Okay, thank you, Seminar. Thank you, very greatly appreciate that. Look at that. This is the pattern flow right now on the Icon. This is in the next 48 hours, okay? We're taking a look at the Icon because 0Z is going to be coming out. And let's go 72 hours out here, all right? There is a broad area of circulation forming on the way that I can see. Yes, correct. Oh, no. Let's not do that. No, we are not doing an Erin repeat on the Icon. Nope. I refuse to go down that path here with you guys. No, we are not doing an Icon. Hey, Icon had the trend to the west with the Erin. It wasn't that off. It was still off, but it was actually the most right of the models. So that was very interesting. We'll have to wait and see if the Icon does something again. Well, let's hope not. Let's not go more here. Let's go just 5 days out. I'm going to go a little bit quicker on this. Let's go 5 days out here. And this is the path here on the wave here. Oh, correct. I agree with you on that. Semi-R. Oh my god, yes, correct. I remember that. Look at the path to this. I'm kind of just drawing out. Also, this is our next tropical wave. This is the next 5 days out. The icon does show a tropical storm here. And then this is kind of the flow here. Right there. I do not believe on the icon. It did good in track, but intensity did bad. Whoa! Oh, okay. Everybody, I just went out on the 12Z. Can y'all see the difference? No. It literally doesn't Erin, everybody. This is ridiculous. We're not doing this again. We are not running it back with the icon. No, thank you. By the way, you guys, we have hit 31 likes. We already surpassed our goal. I think we can get up to 60 likes tonight. No. Let's go up to 50 likes. We got into 1130 only if we hit 7. We're at 686 subs. I'm going to make a deal with you guys here. If we can hit 690 subs, we only need 4 more subs. By 11:30 tonight, I'll stay on here until 12 a.m. But if we hit 700 subs, I'll stay into about 12 to 12:30 a.m. Okay? We'll stay here for the 0Z, GFS, and stuff. Alright, so if we hit 700 subs tonight, we'll stay on for the 0Z model runs tonight. And if we get 690 subs tonight, we'll stay to about 12 o'clock tonight. Deal? No, let's not do this again. I agree. Let's not do this again. I do not feel like us tracking Erin all over again. Oh my god. That is crazy, you guys. Hey, you're okay, Cray. Look, we're going to be live tomorrow, everybody. We're going to go live again tomorrow, and I guess we're repeating the Erin. Let's hope now we're repeating. No Erin or Florian's repeat, please no. Yeah, let's not do that again. I'm already feeling the Erin exhausted here, you guys. Weather Kingdom. We're really not trying to do it again. No, thank you. Do an earlier stream, please. Alright. What time will be good for you, man? Because the thing is, I get out of work about 8:30 to 9. So I kind of am forced to stream around 10 o'clock at night. No. The troughing in PA. Oh, sorry, you guys. Let's take a look here. Oh, I want to take a look here with you guys. 10 will work. I mean, I could probably do a little earlier tomorrow. All right. I'm going to send you guys on, if you guys look at my post later, I'm going to make a post. And I'm going to show you guys my work schedule and see what times are good for you guys. Because I would like to show you guys for the streams. So, everybody, we're now going to talk a little bit here as we're waiting on the icon. We're going to talk a little bit about the other parts of the tropics. We've been taking a look at model data. We need to take a look at the MJO, low water temps, the OHC, the all that fun stuff. Again, as we got another. Thank you. Very greatly appreciate that. We have once again created a strong foundation on the channel. Very greatly appreciate that. All love with you guys. Thank you. We're at 33 likes, you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing on this channel. But we're going to talk a little bit here. So, this is the seasonal summary of the timeline here. So, why does this compare with 2025 here? All right. In June, we only had Alberto. And then, we had the mystery Category 5 Hurricane Beryl that led into July. And we had Tropical Storm Chris. Okay? This was all in June. Then July, you guys, we had no new storms. We had Beryl, but then we had zero. We had zero storms in July besides Beryl. And then we went into August. We had Debbie and Ernesto. Okay? We're actually kind of on the pace of a 2024 season. That's very weird to me because we're in now September. In 2024 of last year, we didn't get our F name storm, that Category 2, into mid-September. We're going to get Gabriella a little earlier. So we're actually a little bit ahead. If you actually think about it, with Tropical Storm Gordon in the mid-September. Hey, Simpson, what's up? What is up? We're getting everybody here. I guess we're going to be live all night at this point. Very greatly appreciate it. By the way, we're at 687 subs. If we get 3 more subs, we're staying on to 12 at night. And if we get 700 subs, we're staying on here for the entire run of the models. By the way, we're at 35 likes. Thank you and very greatly appreciate that. Alright. It's very interesting. We had 2 storms in August. We had 3 in June. Alright. So by this time, we were at 5 storms. Okay. We're currently for the 20. Let's go. I want to take a look at. I want to compare 2025. So. We're also taking a look at 2023. Thank you guys for all the recent likes. Very greatly appreciate that. Oh, wow. It was an unnamed subtropical storm in January. What the heck? Holy crap. It was the end of August, and then we all of a sudden had all those. By the way, we are on an update in the next 33 hours. We're going to talk a little bit. Once we hit 48 hours, we'll talk about the icon again. As we are waiting here on the latest. Hey, what's up? What's up, Weather Kingdom? Let's go take a look at 2025. We're taking a look at so far this. Look at that. So far, we had pretty much 2 storms in June. We had 1 in July, and we had 3 in August. So we're at 6 storms. All right, we're at 6 storms of 2025. 6 storms of 2025. Okay. When we take a look at the 2024 here, we were at, once again, 2, 0, 2, and this was 3. So we were at 5 storms. So actually, right now, 2025 is 1 better than 2024 hurricane season. And hurricane season 2024 was still above active. Very interesting stuff right there. It could be our next major hurricane also. Very interesting stuff. By the way, you guys, we're at 688 subs in 28 minutes. We have to get 2 more subs to stay on the 12. And if we hit 700 subs by 11:30, we'll stay on into all 0Z model runs. We're 12 away from 700. I think we can do it. Everybody, like and share. Let's get up to 50 people watching. It'll be awesome. Very interesting. And then in September, I want to take a look at you're good. Huh. So we had 18 named storms, 11 hurricanes, and 5 major hurricanes. Very interesting. Hey, see you. We'll have to wait and see, all right? I'm not going to roll it out here, you guys, yet. I think we will have some Central American gyrostorms. I'm not rolling it out, all right? But September here, let's go back in here. This was September. We had Francine, and then we had Gordon, Helene. See, towards the end of September, it's very interesting. Helene happened. If we take a look at Helene in particular, let's go in here. Hurricane Helene's timeline was September 22nd. So basically, by the way, we're at 45 hours out here on the icon. Basically, we didn't have Helene until the 22nd. That Central American gyre is already starting to show before September 22nd. So we can have a Central American gyre storm ahead of 2024. Because then we had Isaac that was out to sea. Joyce, Kirk, and then Leslie Milton was a big one. Oscar was pretty big. Raphael, Sarah, Patty, they're all pretty big storms also. Have a good night, Critty. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Very greatly appreciate that. Very greatly appreciate all that. By the way, we're at 40 subs. We need 10 more, you guys. We're at 45. If you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We're currently taking a look at, we're comparing 2025 with other hurricane seasons that happened in the past, while we're taking a look at the latest icons. So if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned. Feel free to talk in the chat with everybody. Very greatly appreciate that. Have a good night, Critty. Thank you for all your support. Very love you guys and everything. So when we take a look here, Francine was on the 22nd. And then look at that. We'll have to take a look at that on that with the channel. Thank you. Yes. So basically what I'm trying to say is we're ahead of 2024. And then we had Milton, Leslie, Oscar all through here and here. So what I'm trying to say here is the 2024 is a very big comparison with the Atlantic hurricane season of 2025. When we take a look at 2023 timeline. With Arlene, that was in June. We had 3 storms in June. We had 1 here. But then look at that. We didn't have anything for August, you guys. We were at Dawn. We didn't have any F-name storm. Good night to all. Good night, Andy Turner. Thank you for watching and staying tuned. Very greatly appreciate that. You are awesome to the channel too. Everybody here is awesome to the channel. Very greatly appreciate that. By the way, we're at 680 subs. Like I said, we'll stay in here to 12 o'clock if we hit 690. And if we hit 700, we'll stay on here for the whole 0Z runs until about 12:30. Very greatly appreciate that. Very good stream here. And then we had Emily with Gert towards the end. No, with Emily Franklin. Hortle, Isaac, Bam, Bam. We had that quick of a spam of storms in 2023. So the comparison with 2025, with 2024, and 2023, they were all backloaded seasons. Okay, we didn't have any. We had all backloaded seasons. We had late August, and already by September we were only. So comparing to 2023, we're not as busy. Okay, we had 21 names, you guys. 21 names in 2023. Lee was the strongest system with 165. We had 1 category 5. We had 3 majors in total. 90% of it was out to sea. It was not, alright. Not really. I guess so. What about 2022? Also, I have some other years to compare with this season too, also. By the way, you guys, we're 1 sub away from staying into 12 o'clock at night, everybody. Very greatly appreciate that. We're 1 sub away. I think we could do it. And then we're 10 subs away from staying on for the 12Z model runs tonight. Very greatly appreciate that. Did we? Nope, not yet. We're still at 889. We didn't hit it just yet. And we did it, you guys. Thank you. We've hit 690 subs tonight. That is awesome. You guys know if we hit 700 subs by 11:30, I'll be on here for the GFS the entire run with the GFS, you guys. We'll stay on with the CMC and GFS if we can get... Oh, no, we're already at 691 subs. If we can hit 700 subs tonight, everybody, thank you. This is awesome, you guys. You guys have been awesome on the stream. You guys deserve me to stay on. You guys are awesome. You guys are the reason of me. You guys make me very happy at the night. All right. I will admit that, you guys have made me extremely happy at night. When I go to bed, I know that I'm in a very good mood, and I know I can count on you guys. Okay, I know that you guys are there for me. I know that this channel is continuing to evolve. Looks like we're on another breakthrough year. Looks like we're having another Erin repeat. What Erin basically did for this channel was made a foundation, and I'm hoping to make this hurricane season as big as a foundation by hitting 1,000 subs. Also making lives for when winter comes. We can be live, we can enjoy, we could chat, we could comment, even do all that stuff. You know what I mean? That'd be awesome. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are awesome. So now let's take a look at 2022, you guys. 2022 is interesting. Wow. What happened in 2022? "2022 was dead." That's crazy. Wow, 2022 was pretty interesting. Hi, Mark. What's up, Rainbow? We had 1 storm in June here in 2022. 2 in July. What's surprising to me is we had 0 in August. And then we had September. We kicked off with Daniel, Errol, and then Fiona and Gaston. We were by the I-named storm. Ian was a Category 5. That slammed into Florida. I remember that. Ian was crazy. Ian was basically our only storm. 2022 was pretty dead overall, in my opinion. Yeah, 2022 was pretty dead. By the way, you guys, we're staying on into here already to 12 o'clock. Yeah, we had 690 subs, so we're staying on in here to 12 o'clock tonight. We'll have to wait and see on how everything goes. I would like to get a cup of water soon. My throat's getting a little dry, and I've been streaming out for over an hour with you guys on the Atlantic. Yeah, it was pretty dead overall, besides Ian. I think we'll beat out 2022. I think we're going to be between 2023 and 2024. How is 2021? I don't remember that well. We didn't have any storm in the... So 2022 was in my opinion, a average year. It wasn't more of a backloaded. What was a backloaded season was kind of 2024 mainly, and 2022 a little bit. This was 2021. We had Anna in May, so we had one in May that already puts us activity. Then we had 4 in June. We had Bill, Claudia, Danny, and Elsa. And then July was dead with only the remnants of Elsa. And then we had Fred, Grace, Henry, Ida. If you guys remember Hurricane Ida. That hit, I think that, where did that hit again? We had Larry, we had Sam. For 2021, it was more of a quality over quantity. No, it was quantity over quality year, in my opinion. It wasn't that active. It was more of quantity over quality. And then August came. August was dead in the first half. And then look at that. So basically what I'm trying to say here, you guys, is usually the Atlantic picks up in September. October was nothing. I was very surprised on that. We didn't have too much systems there on that. That's pretty interesting. By the way, let's take a look at the icon. We're at 666 hours out. So we're going to go 48 hours here. Yeah, I need to get a water soon. I'm very thirsty, you guys. We've been live for about like 2 hours now. Almost 2 hours. We started around like 9:30. Yes, I agree. So when we look at the next 40 hours with the Euro, it's a little bit weaker on this 0Z. We have our high pressure here. And then we got our high pressure like this. And then look at that. This is the pattern flow with the latest icon here. Thank you, everybody. Very greatly appreciate that. Health. I know, I'm just trying to keep you guys updated. I don't want to like go for water and then I lose all my counter ships. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been great. Very greatly appreciate that. I'm starting to feel a little bit tired. But like I said, I promise you guys we'll be here until 12 o'clock at least. By the way, you guys, if you guys want me to stay on until the GFS is done and the Canadian, we have to hit 700 subscribers. So if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Share this with your friends and family. We are once again trying to get up to 700 subs before 11:30, and I'll be on for all 0Z model runs. But if we don't, it's completely fine. I am starting to feel already tired, but that's because I haven't drank or gotten a snack in the last hour, and I've just been yapping on this channel. But you guys have been awesome, very supportive, very great people. on this channel. Let me go quickly get water and stuff. We're gonna keep talking about this though, but this is our cold front also right there, and there's that cold front moving out like that. So kind of the same setup with the 12Z and 0Z. I don't see too much of a difference. And then we're gonna wait until 72 hours that was out, because that's like 3 days out. Now I have to compare that. Let me go quickly leave this you guys on. I'm going to be back in a few. I'm going to get a snack and water, because we're going to make Kieran already into 12. By the way, if you guys... Thank you guys for all your support. Very greatly appreciate it. Let me quickly get a snack and a drink of water. I had to fix that. Look at that. Let me go quickly get a snack, everybody. Thank you guys for you guys waiting. Please like and subscribe, as we are looking at the tropics currently right now. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back, everybody. I'm back with my snack and drink. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. I'm sorry for everybody that was waiting. Yep, I'm a little bit more alive. I'm still tired because I'm very busy tomorrow morning, but like I said, you guys, I made a promise that I'm going to stay on here to 12 o'clock. And by the way, it looks like 12 o'clock will be the thing. We already hit our goal no matter what. We already hit our 30 goal, and then I said let's get 50. We're only 2 likes away. Guarantee you guys that will go up in the stream tonight. We're going to talk a little bit more about the icon, and then I'm going to take a look at the OHC and water temperatures as of right now. So everybody here, I know it's getting late for everyone, and I know people are probably leaving because they need to go to bed and stuff, but what's your guys' thoughts? Do you guys want me to just stay on to 12 o'clock and stuff? What's the goal here? What's your guys thinking here on the stream? Because I am... Alright. So very interesting. It doesn't go out. So I guess we're going to go 96 hours out here. This is in about 4 days, everybody. This is the latest on the icon. This is in 4 days from now. Basically, we have a tropical storm again. One moment, you guys. Let me take a bite. I don't think there's more to cover, and Russ. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on to 12 o'clock though. I did make a promise for everybody. We're gonna keep looking at this. So this is the next 4 days, everybody. We actually got the next 5 days out also. We're gonna be looking at that. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys are still enjoying. We're going to stay on for another 30 minutes. We're going to sub. We're going to pretty much talk about the tropical weather and see how things go from there. All right. Our goal is to 700 subs. Very greatly appreciate that, you guys. Thank you guys for everything. We've been doing great on this channel. Thank you. So this is the next 4 days. There's our low up here in Europe. There's our cold front / boundary front. Basically, it's a stationary front if you want to do that. We just use it in weather terms. We got our high pressure right here. We got our flow like this generally right now. You can tell by these ISO bars right there. Alright, sorry about that. And then you can kind of see right here. So why does it go north? Why is this still thinking this might go north? Basically, because we have this. We have a trough right here that connects with the cold front. And basically that's helping to guide this storm out to sea. That's as of right now. We'll have to wait and see when we take a look at the next 5 days. We do see some more development, a stronger tropical storm, most likely. Let me just take a few more bites of the food. Yeah, I'll show you guys the dryer situation. We'll have to wait and see on that. I probably won't be here for the GFS because it hasn't even started running. That's the suck thing about the time difference in the United States. We change the time and then the models are never updated. And then, like, next go around, the models will be updating much earlier. Like, this would already start be updating by 10 o'clock. The icon would have been done by 10:30. And then GFS already would have been starting to go. Thank you. Very greatly appreciate that. Oh! Wait. Actually, let's keep going here. We have to look at 18Z Euro. No one. How did no one in the chat told me about the 18Z or Euro ensembles? We looked at the 12Z, not the 18Z. Very greatly appreciate that, everybody. Let's... Alright. We've done a lot tonight. That's one thing for sure. Thank you. By the way, shout out to Kent. Kent, you're an awesome dude. You've been awesome. You've been having my back. Very greatly appreciate that. Kent's a very nice person, everybody. He's in my Discord. Also, he's in Path Predictor's Discord. He's an awesome dude. I don't know if he's still in the chat right now. But... Wait, what's wrong with my channel? Don't bring up the alarming thing, you guys. Let's not do that. Oh my god, not that again. We done that already. By the way, we're 1 like away from 50 likes. That'll be awesome in this stream. We have already crushed this stream, I think, in my opinion. But there's basically the flow here. And then this is the flow right here. We have a little bit of extension of a high pressure right there. And we kind of see this generally go back and then back up like that. You guys see that? That's the general look. You see that little indent right there, and then it goes out, compresses, and then goes back up the coast. Right now, if this stayed the pattern like it is, we'll be direct hit for Bermuda. Okay? If it stayed on its same path, we'll be in a possible direct hit in Bermuda. As of right now. Oh my god, not that. I don't know what. Okay, okay. Let's just focus. Oh my god, you guys are crazy. You guys are awesome. I love chatting with you guys. You guys are amazing people. Let's take a look at the European 18Z, and then we'll take a look at the dry air on the models and the shear with Gabriella, as we were waiting a little bit more. We still got about another 20 minutes for the stream, everybody. When we take a look at the next 144 hours out, there it is. We wouldn't have anything here, and that's very relatable because we're not out 100. This is about 6 days out, everybody. 6 to 7 days out on the European ensembles. Basically, what we see here is a general gist of models that does develop this into a tropical depression, even a tropical storm in the next 6 to 7 days. Not too far surprising as we've been taking a look at that. And then we take a look at 12Z compared to 18Z. About the same thing, nothing new, nothing different, in my opinion. Here on the latest of the model. Hey, yeah, you missed a lot. A3, Erin, 1234, you missed a lot. We've been live for almost 2 hours now, man. You missed a lot. Basically, let me run you down. We got the Atlantic is beginning to wake up. Can Rainbow, I know it's getting late, but can you explain to Aaron what has he missed and the latest on it, please? That'd be very greatly appreciate that if you can just tell him a brief understanding of what's going on with everything, because it's a lot to cover. That'll be very greatly appreciate that if you can do that for me. Okay. Oh wow! And the icon decided to just jump the list. It went from 126 to 171 hours out. So let's go into. Okay, we're just going to. All right, very interesting. Screw it. We're just going right into 171 hours out. Whoa! Oh my god, look at the. Does anyone see the icon? Alright, we're not doing this. Icon is already. You guys, do you guys see that? The icon has it moving southwest again, just like Erin, and it has a major hurricane in the main development region. Yeah, we missed a lot. By the way, you guys. Oh, I thought. Never mind. Oh, wait, no, we did. We hit 50 subs, 50 likes, everybody. Thank you, guys. Very greatly appreciate that. We had hit 50 likes. By the way, we're going to be ending the stream around 12 in the morning, everybody. So stay tuned, everybody, to the stream, as we are going to be taking a look at the lovely, lovely stream. Look, that's crazy. The icon's already showing that. Thank you. Icon's ridiculous. No, keep it. No, we don't. We don't. We done with the icon, everybody. We done with the icon. Oh, the dry air. Let me take a look at that for you. Rainbow Sibian. Let's take a look at the dry air here on the storm. I'm sorry. So this is the storm. Look at it. To me, it looks like it struggles, in my opinion. Even with the 12Z, it looks like we'll be having some dry air. That's actually probably why it weakens. There is quite a bit of dry air. I do think this will have struggles, in my opinion, on dry air and stuff. I mean, you can tell in the Euro, this thing is a hurricane, but I mean, it definitely strengthens it, but we are talking about a very small, compact hurricane. At the minimum, there is definitely some dry air on this. We'll have to keep an eye on this, everybody, as we are watching. But then it gets a little bit better and then goes out to sea. I do think the dry air won't be that bad of an issue because remember, Erin, it was showing a whole bunch of dry air. We'll have to wait and see on that, but there's definitely going to be some dry air issues. Oh no, you guys, the GFS is running. Oh no. Only if we hit 700 subs. I will stay live for the GFS, you guys. The dry air in September, basically, there's not too much dry air. Basically, it's Saharan dust layer, and it's the dust that blows from Africa in the wind direction. Oh, it's not. Yes. It is drier, Rainbow Sinian. It is. Because when we take a look at... Let me recorrect you here. Only if I'm wrong. But, I mean, I am tired. Maybe I am. But... Yes. Yes, I can. I can look at that there for you. Also, the GFS shows a little bit. It shows it a little bit less. But look at that. Once it gets into the good environment, it definitely has a good environment to explode. But also that Gulf storm. There's always going to be dry air. That's the bottom line. So this is in the Eastern Pacific, everybody. This is Tropical Storm Kiko. This is getting a little bit better organized. It's been dealing with some dry air and stuff issues. By the way, you guys, we're already at 24 views. Looks like the channel's trying to pop up again. The live stream's already trying to pop up before I hit. By the way, what has happened, you guys? We have hit 690 subs. We lost 3 subs. What is going on? There must be a YouTube glitch. Okay, whatever. This is Tropical Storm Kika. Don't worry, it's probably a glitch on YouTube, in my opinion, because I've seen that happen before and then it switched. This is Tropical Storm Kiko, very small tropical storm. There's the core. We do have a very well-defined core. Right here. Very good circulation here with Kiko. When we take a look at model data here. Tropical Storm Kiko. I haven't even looked at the latest. It does show this becoming a hurricane. And even some attempts of a Category 2, even a Category 3 hurricane, everybody. That's very interesting on the latest. It's whatever. I think people are just trolling me at this point. I'm not worried about it. The GFS does... Oh, wow. The GFS actually has this going north of Hawaii now. The more north this will go... I don't know. By the way, you guys, we're going to be ending the stream in about like 10 minutes or so. This is the latest Euro on the 12Z here. Just south of Hawaii, but does bring impacts. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm not liking that. Yeah, we're not worried about that. It already starts weakening as the hurricane model is getting there. Maybe there was bots. Yeah. Most of the models keep it under Category 3, but... Yeah. We're going to be ending this stream, everybody, in just a few minutes because it's already 12 o'clock. Let's take a look at the GFS quickly. Then in the next 60 hours, it's actually a bit stronger more west. Oh no, we're not starting this westward trend. You guys, look at the westward trend already. It's more west. Oh no, we're not doing an Erin. Oh no, this storm is trying to do an Erin repeat, everybody. Nope. Keep this storm away from me. Erin's brother. It's Erin's sister. Gabrielle. No, Gabrielle. Oh my. It's her. It's the sister of Erin. Thank you, Obsidian. By the way, everybody, I'm going to send you guys my Discord here on this channel. That's my Discord. One second. Everybody, go into the chats right now and link up there. Alright, you guys, I just sent some stuff in the chat below. We'll have to wait and see, you guys. I'm going to end the stream. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you guys in tomorrow's live. Good night.